detective thrill me.
Thanks for joining us. Been off the grid for a little bit. It's been a little while since we got together to put an episode together. I was obviously celebrating my 50th birthday at the snow, carving up the powder like a fucking 50-year-old does, which is slowly
sitting on your ass, trying to get back up and taking way too long.
I saw some time on my ass, yes. I did see some time on my ass, and also I didn't realise that once the day after you turned 50, your fucking bones become like fucking paper.
Yeah. Spend a bit of time on your ass. Also spend a bit of time complaining that your ass was sore from sitting on it for too long. Couldn't stand up without assistance.
Yeah, so there was trouble. There was a bit of trouble brewing over the past few weeks. But tonight we're going to cover off, we're going to do a slasher picture from 2007, Hatchet. But before we get to that, Jared, we've got a lot to discuss here. We're going to do a bit of news. We're going to do a little bit of what we've been watching. What have you been watching? I believe you've had some time. Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah, got to a few things. Still watching a lot of Batman. I rewatched the entire first season of Caped Crusader, which is only a short commitment to 10 episodes, 20-odd minutes, 25 minutes each. So I watched that because the new season dropped. So rewatched the old one. It's kind of cool because it sort of takes it back to when Batman first began, as in like the time period. Sort of the setting is like the 1940s-ish, and they sort of change a few roles here and there and completely remake a few villains. And so, yeah, that's been enjoyable to get back to. The second season, probably not as successful with reinventing the villains. Some of them I was not huge on with. But the second season also brings the Joker into the mix. And the Joker's very different. It's kind of like, when you finally see him, he's kind of like Udo Kier. He's got he speaks like Udo Kier, German accent, but doesn't, like he's not like the cackling kind of lunatic. So, yeah, it's kind of fun to see a whole new take on it. And it appears, the way that they treat some of the characters, it appears that they maybe have a plan that it's only going to go for like 3 or 4 seasons. Okay. Because, they take a few pieces off the board here and there. Okay, that's good. Which keeps you on your toes. So, yeah, mix that in with continuing on through the Batman animated stuff. I went to the 28 Days series. Okay. So 28 days later, 28 weeks later, and then watched the 2 new ones, years later in the Bone Temple. Okay. The first one holds up really well. I know we watched it not that long ago. Or not, it was only, a couple of years tops. Yeah. But this time around, I was just like, this movie's fucking awesome. Like, it's awesome. The way that it sort of goes through with the virus to have its own take on that zombie style thing, and then kind of builds the little family with Brendan Gleeson's character and all that. So, like, it's just a really good bit of work. 28 weeks later, it comes out of the blocks pretty strong with a really good idea, and then spoils that idea. Without going too much into spoiler territory, the way the whole scenario with Robert Carlyle at the start and his wife, and then how that sort of comes back around. But we sort of do away with what could have been a really interesting dynamic between the family for the rest of the movie very quickly, and then just kind of go some standard beats with the rest of it. So I wasn't huge on that. The 2 new ones were, I quite liked them both. I think I probably enjoyed the Bone Temple a little more, but I thought both of them were very good, actually. They sort of have a little bit of crossover in there, but I think the part of the Bone Temple that I really liked was mainly you spend a lot more time with Ralph Fiennes, who's obviously a very good actor, but quite an interesting character in the movie as well. But yeah, the whole series is pretty solid overall. Okay. The other things I saw, I got to the cinemas a couple of times. I saw Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma.
What was that like? I was keen to see that.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I mean, if you've seen, I saw the TV Glow. I haven't seen the first one from Jane Schoenbrunn, but you kind of know what to expect from them as a filmmaker, and like some of the visuals are just going to be quite stunning. But a person like me is going to spend a lot of time of the film
Scratching your
in
head.
a state of confusion.
Okay.
But no, some of it, like, it looks legitimately fucking fantastic for a lot of the movie. Really good performances. The way that they, like, recreated, like, merchandise and stuff from the fake series, pretty fucking awesome. And it's definitely one that I've been fucking mulling over, and I've had a few conversations with Maddie. I went to see it with him. So we've been going back and forth, and definitely one I'll watch again as well. So I would say check it out.
Okay.
And the other one was Spider-Man.
Oh, yes. I'm going to see Spider-Man tomorrow. So I'll give my take next episode. But how was your take?
I did enjoy it.
Okay.
I liked it quite a bit. You sort of know what to expect from Marvel with the action sort of sequences, although there's a handful in here, one in particular that I really enjoyed. But I think they do some really good work with Tom Holland and the character in general. Zendaya is really good too. They find a couple of spaces where it's just those characters talking and kind of reconnecting and things like that work really, really well. I also loved the interactions with one character in particular. I don't want to say too much because I know they held certain characters back and whatnot, but there's one in particular that I think most people know is in the movie, but the back and forth with Spider-Man and this particular character is a lot of fun. So all in all, really, really had a good time with it. And there was one more that I tacked on in there. I watched Primate.
Primate? That was out just last year, was it? Or this year, earlier this year?
Yeah, earlier.
Any
it's
good?
on Paramount. It's a bit of fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's Cujo kind of scenario.
With a monkey.
With a monkey. It's got some parts that are quite strong in terms of, you know, squeezing a bit of tension out of it. There's other parts where they do particular things and you're like, shit, there's a bit of room there to squeeze some more out of that, but you don't really get it. But I had fun with it. It was, I sort of got what I expected without sort of getting too far over the mark with it.
All right, is that everything?
That was everything.
All right, as I said, I'll go see Spider-Man on Monday. I kept it going with Alone. This time we had a guy who told us he had a fantastic... I've got a really sunny disposition. I'll be very, it'll be all positive. 3 days in, I can't handle it.
Yeah.
So the fucking positivity went out the window pretty quick.
And you know what? I'm not going to hold it against you.
No, I'm not. Absolutely not. Because fuck, mate, when you basically sit around all day doing nothing.
But be realistic. My first interview would be, I'll be surprised if I'm here by the end of the weekend.
Yeah. The moment I can't catch a fish, fuck this, I'm out of here.
Is there toilet paper here? No, fuck.
Yeah.
I'll be back in the hotel by
the
tomorrow.
10 items I can I take it like a 20-pack of bog roll?
Yeah.
I'd be using it for everything. Fucking shit would be tied up with it. Jesus.
Yeah. The comedic value, I'm sure I would wipe my ass with something that would cause me to have a rash or something. I'd pick up a leaf, clean myself, and the next thing I'd be scratching my ass for the next 3 days.
I'd be fucking press fucking panic button immediately.
Has anyone got any fucking calamine lotion?
Fucking hurry up.
Just put it straight on the dot.
Yeah, that's right. That's about it. Now, Jared, I finished Widow's Bay.
Mm-hmm.
This may
Not
be
happy?
controversial. No, there are episodes that I thought were fucking fantastic. The one where they took the guy out to sea.
Yeah.
That was great. Followed by the one where the murderer fucking guy was chasing her around the place. Piss funny. But it also had lulls. There were episodes where I was just like, this is fucking boring. Like there's nothing going on.
Okay.
And the end of it, I was a bit kind of underwhelmed greatly.
Yeah, I thought we were going to maybe get a little more explanation by the end of it.
Yeah, but we didn't get much.
I feel like maybe they got a go ahead that they were going to get more time or something before doing that.
Maybe.
Is kind of what it felt like.
It had also the comedy and the sort of like the creepiness, at times they didn't work. They didn't gel together. So some of it was fucking hilarious. Especially the one where the bloke, I think it was in like the 9th episode, and they've just realised that they've got to find the fucking, you know, I won't go into it, but they have to find a certain thing. And then they're sitting around discussing it, and they toss up a fucking idea. And next thing you know, this random bloke starts going, "Oh yeah, back in the day, the fucking, you know, the storm was angry and all this sort of shit." And then she just lightly closes the door because he's got nothing to do with it. So I thought it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
like I pissed my fucking pants.
I also enjoyed their encounter with the fucking local drug dealer. I thought that was quite amusing as well.
They also kind of screw Stephen Root. He kind of doesn't get much to do at the end.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. There were certainly episodes that I enjoyed more than others, but I get the vibe. It's pretty much what you said with the last episode. I was expecting
lots more.
I was expecting something to sort of wrap up, but it didn't feel like it wrapped up. It just felt like it left us with, well, here's what we're going to go to.
In fact, I was expecting another episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's how it sort of came. Like I was kind of like, okay, well, is there another episode?
But I'm certainly more than happy to continue. If the word was that, you know, if they got the word that Apple was happy enough with what they'd seen before they're going ahead, that you're going to get
another season,
then that's all I can kind of come up with. I think.
Put it this way, I'll fucking sack Apple in the next couple of days. But I'll probably.
So you'll be none the wiser. Season 2, you'll be like, well, it's like it didn't exist.
When season 2 comes back, I'd be willing to check it out. Like, I'm not upset about it.
I'm stuck with it. It's like a rash as part of a package.
Yeah, it's like the rash on your ass after you've wiped your bum with fucking poison ivy.
I don't even know if it exists in Australia, but I'm sure I'd find it.
Exactly. Yeah, you'd fucking sit on it.
I'd definitely wipe myself with the leaf that would make me itch, and I'd definitely eat the plants that would make me vomit and hallucinate.
No, the first thing I say is, you know what? They reckon I shouldn't eat this, but you know what? If I boil the fuck out of it, I can eat it.
I think I'd be in your camp, but with crackers on head and kind of rambling. I think I'd have some sort of torches that would be burning and shit going on. I'd fucking lose my mind. I would lose my...
I would have created the Bone Temple even though there's no one else there. Exactly. Rambling to myself like I've got an audience.
Yeah.
I have those cameras set up. The people back at the studio be going, holy shit, we can't put this fucking stuff on. This guy's been fucking filming for 48 hours.
Shit.
I watched 72 Hours with Kevin Hart.
Oh, you did?
Fucking hell. Like Netflix.
You got
Come on.
in.
Like, for fuck's sake. When did anyone think this was a good idea? Like, what are the meetings like when they're discussing this? I've just read the script. It is absolutely unfunny, but guess what? We're going to make it.
We're going to make it.
Oh, shit.
Thankfully, sometimes I get the sense that nobody's read them.
I don't think they've been read.
It's just...
I don't think fucking Netflix cares whether anyone reads it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, fuck, product. Thankfully, I did watch a comedy that was highly amusing, The Birdcage, with Robin Williams and Nathan Lane. Williams plays the straight man, and he still fucking gets shitloads of laughs. Although Gene Hackman gets heaps of laughs as the buttoned-up senator. He's fucking constantly finding out that his running mate, she was in bed with a prostitute. She was a minor. Oh, shit. He's like, on the fucking phone. Like, some of it was fucking hilarious. And I'd forgotten, actually hadn't seen it. I don't think.
Yeah, I saw it a long time ago, but I haven't watched it.
Still very funny.
Many years.
Still very funny. I watched The Bucket List with Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson. Look, if it wasn't Morgan Freeman and Jack Nicholson, it probably wouldn't be that good. You know what I mean? There's something missing. Like, in the end of the day, it's not really that funny either. Also, I'd remembered it being funnier, but it wasn't. It's more that you've got these two really good actors, and they kind of squeeze a bit out of it that probably wouldn't be there if you didn't have them.
Yeah, right.
It wasn't great on top of the list. I did watch a Netflix original called The Last House, which had huge COVID vibes. They're kind of trapped inside their homes by some sort of situation that I won't go into. It was pretty good for a while, and then suddenly it gets real fucking silly. It's way out there. By the end, I didn't actually know what they were fucking trying to do, and I was pretty happy it was over by the end. So, yeah, probably not a recommend, or maybe a light recommend. You can take it or leave it, I say. Now, I went back to a couple of my personal favourites, enjoyment films. I went for Night of the Creeps, which I love. Fucking T.A. Is he not like fucking massively underrated? That is one of the great performances, in my opinion. Fucking brilliant. Yeah. And then I followed it up with Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason Lives.
Classic.
Which I fucking love.
Yeah.
I really love Part 6. I finished it off with, I strangely enough, Jared, I don't know why, but I was just flopping around on Netflix and I came across Scooby-Doo Mysteries Incorporated.
I thought you were going to say another Kevin Hart.
No. Fuck, that's like swiping through fucking Amazon Prime and finding Dave Bautista.
Bautista, he's back.
I better watch this.
There was 2 dodgy action ones on Amazon that I nearly pressed play on this week.
Shit.
Beast Race, I'm coming for you.
Beast Race? Holy shit, is Bautista in that?
No.
He turned that down.
No, I think that was made internationally.
Oh, okay. Bulgaria or something. Okay, so I watched Scooby-Doo Mysteries Incorporated, which was from like 2012. Animated 20-something minutes, classic Scooby-Doo sort of style. I love that shit.
Yeah, there was a stretch where my kids were a bit younger where they got into it, so we watched a few of the different series. I recall liking that one in particular.
Yeah, it was just a rehash of what was going on back in our day.
Is that the one with the theme song was done by like Simple Plan or whatever? So like one of those bands did the Scooby-Doo song as a theme song?
No, I don't think so. But I know that Matthew Lillard is Shaggy.
Yeah.
In it. But yeah, I'm having a good time with it. And the last one was I just watched the first 2 episodes of season 4 of Reacher.
Yes.
Which is, as usual, good fun. Look, it's nothing that's going to blow your mind, but there's a place for that kind of robust action shit, you know?
Yeah.
And Richardson fits the bill perfectly in terms of his size, but also he just tosses in enough of that kind of, they toss in enough little sort of comedic moments that make it kind of okay. So I'm enjoying that. But that was it for me.
Does Reacher get in a fucking punch up with any of his neighbours by chance?
No.
No motorbikes keeping him.
As again, I come back to
destroying the neighbourhood.
Is this the guy that you're pushing off his motorbike? Because that's not the fucking neighbour I'm looking for.
If he
I'm looking
rides
for
fast,
the fucking weedy prick down the street.
Well, it seemed like it was the weedy prick that decided to have a crack at him.
I'm
just letting him go past. Howdy, neighbour. You need a lawn to tear up?
Yeah, you got
I've just freshly mowed it.
Donuts here. Do some donuts right here. Yeah, I still don't understand that. I still don't know what you were trying to pull.
Especially when he didn't appear to have actually been fucking
doing anything,
firing around the neighbourhood like the guy said he was. So he's trumped up the accusation.
Then he started the blue.
You idiot.
What
At that point, it's like you kind of just you made your own bed on that one.
Exactly. Take your fucking ass whooping and go home.
I'm crawling back into my house and I'm not coming out for 2 weeks. I don't want anybody to find out that I've done that.
I'm selling the story to the National Enquirer.
Of course.
Or ET or something.
Yeah, I've got a couple of videos. What can you offer?
They've been edited to take my fucking shenanigans out of it. All right, okay. I got some news, Jared. Well, let's talk news. First things first.
Take a breath before you fucking launch.
First things first. I'm happy with the first one. Posters for the Crystal Lake TV show that I put on Instagram. This is fucking shaping up. This is like Sylvester Stallone telling us it's coming together fucking beautifully.
Don't say that.
It's starting to.
Don't say that. We have fucking learned our lesson, didn't we?
I'm telling you now, this is coming together beautifully. Fucking mark my words. coming together beautifully, Jared. Everything we're hearing, everything we're seeing, it's starting to sound like it could actually be pretty good.
Yeah, no, I am excited. I'm very excited for it, actually.
Because you don't sound like it. You telling me to shut the fuck up.
I only told you to shut up when you started, it's like fucking...
Roughing everything up.
It's like Voldemort. We don't fucking talk about Last Blood anymore. As soon as you start saying, "Oi, Sylvester said this was shaping up," I'm sitting there going, "Shh, don't say it. Don't say its name."
Yeah. But look, everything looks good. I like
everything. Yeah, everything does look.
The two posters look great. The whole idea of I think the first one just says before Jason, and it has Jason, young Jason on it, and then it says there was Pamela. I think that this could be really good. Something interesting about the approach.
I am hoping. I have high hopes.
Yes, agreed. Now, unless a fucking in lesser decent news, the Halloween game has not been classified in Australia. Judas fucking people smoking weed. I don't get this.
No.
I don't know about you, but I recently played fucking Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, I was allowed to drink and drive.
Exactly.
On regular occasions.
Among other things, Adam, that you're able to do.
I had sex with prostitutes and I killed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Jared, now, guess what? That was rated R. So, being a man of a more mature age, I was able to purchase that.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm less than 18, you think that I probably can't get it.
Yeah.
So this is, once again, it is not a fucking case of what you put in, whatever the people are allowed to put something in on film or in games or whatever. That's why we have a rating system.
Yeah.
This is up to parents. Correct? To do their fucking job.
Yeah.
So,
I think it's
cancelling
just
this?
further evidence out of that as a species, we just can't fucking be trusted to do anything
we
half
can't.
sensible, can we?
I'll tell you what, we better take this out of your heads. You guys cannot be fucking trusted.
You can't do fucking anything right. No, I think it's ridiculous.
It's a bunch of shit,
Well,
Jared.
especially in a game, like, of all the things that you find objectionable in this game, you're all good with the bloke that's going to be wandering around and slashing up anybody in the vicinity.
Yes.
But the bloke that fucking, oh no, someone's blazed up a fucking joint. Like, we better get on that.
Oh, shit.
Like,
Blow in the hole.
Jesus.
Get rid of them.
It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
It doesn't. It's just another one of these, like, you talked about it before we got on air, the whole, like, I believe it was it Barbara Bush?
Barbara Bush?
yes.
Barbara.
Means sweet. Oh, fucking hell. But the old satanic panic in the fucking 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
The violent video game, like, violent films will fucking turn us all into murderers.
Yeah.
It's all just fucking paranoid rubbish.
You know what this is? It's fucking Mortal Kombat. You remember Night Trap?
Yeah, fucking Night Trap.
Fucking Night Trap.
Yeah.
When you actually got into Night Trap was one of the fucking goofiest bits of work.
Exactly.
But the whole premise in the first couple of minutes had everyone in a tears.
But also, Jared, fucking weed is legal.
Well, that's what I mean. In particular places, it's fucking decriminalised.
If you blaze up a joint at home, nobody's fucking knocking on your door and going, "Oi, it's time for you." There's a certain amount of personal use.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are we talking about? Are you saying that our kids will? We've got the internet.
Oh,
We
mate,
don't need a fucking computer game to tell you that people can get weed.
but that's what I mean. We're coming in hot for this one and saying, "Whoa, shit, you better get that guy that's smoking a joint out of this thing." But fucking all and sundry went on fucking social media and saw fucking Charlie Kirk and Perez Hilton and all that sort of shit going around.
Yeah.
Like, I know what I'd rather my kids fucking see, and it's not that shit. it's a game that will probably have it in a context where there's some fucking levity to it. Like there's a bit of joking around. There's an understanding of, that character's probably a bit of a fool or something like.
Yes.
I just don't understand it. It just reminds me of all that stuff, which kind of pisses me off because we're far enough removed now to see that perhaps Mortal Kombat didn't cause people to go outside and start fucking uppercutting other people's heads off and
Rip
shit like
people's
that.
spines out of their bodies.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe the fucking percentage of spine rippings went up like 400%.
I've always believed, look, if someone who is already a little, in need of some form of assistance goes and plays one of those games, then there might be issues, but I don't think that causes the issue.
But that's
So
across the
fucking work
board.
on it.
Like you only
Yeah,
need
exactly.
to see something on fucking Instagram that might turn you a little bit
Exactly.
up.
So I'm more for put the fucking resource into addressing the fucking issues with like mental health and shit rather than fucking look out.
Guess what? You can't get Halloween. Jesus Christ.
Honestly. We could get it in fucking 1978, you idiots. Like,
I know. And I'm
It's not
pretty
gonna
sure
be-
Bob blazed up in that, didn't he?
it's not
Fucking
going to be
fucking
presenting
knifed.
much more than what we've seen in the series already.
Exactly. Now, on one last note, which again, possibly a bit of a cringer, but The Rock seems to have released some music. Is that what we're calling it? Or
Yeah.
is it like just fucking mutterings? He got on Instagram and started muttering into a microphone. What's happened?
Look, it's a lovely sentiment, Dwayne.
Oh,
And as I mentioned to you, Adam, it's great. Like I've got no problems with anyone enjoying music. Sometimes I like to have a dabble on the guitar and
Yeah.
fucking belt out a few tunes myself, but I haven't fucking boosted it on any of the unsuspecting public.
recorded it and put it out, have I?
I love it that he's, this is a song for my daughters. I better quickly drop it on Instagram. Fucking text it straight to them.
Yeah,
We
no,
don't
I
need to
tell
hear
you
it.
what, mate. I tell you what. Get it off Instagram before your daughters get old enough to see it. I can feel another episode coming on. Another episode about fucking actors who shouldn't be musicians.
I thought you meant another episode, like you were going to have some sort of
Fucking-
psychotic break or something. Because I'm so
I
sick of
recently fucking, played a computer game with someone did something unsavoury.
Yeah.
No, but
I can't imagine what's going to happen with GTA 6
Oh.
after. I mean, if Halloween's going to fuck us all up,
hell,
wait till GTA 6 comes out. Though it turns into fucking Mad Max overnight.
where we get to play as a fucking gangster who murders people.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. But look, The Rock, I love the sentiment. I appreciate you want to have a go at this,
Mm.
but there is no need for this. There's just no need for it.
No.
Are things that bad in his
Well,
career?
I mean, I'd tell you who else didn't need to fucking tell me about it. Rolling Stone didn't need to fucking tell me about it.
Jesus Christ.
It was on their Instagram when I saw it.
Slow news week. Jesus. No,
Yeah.
look, are things that bad for The Rock at the moment?
Well,
I mean, clearly he's our Rushmore, Flushmore episode certainly rocked him.
He's cool. Not that he needed much help with that. He's doing a pretty good job of it himself. Look, he's lost a bit of cultural capital, we'll put it that way. But things in terms of actual capital are perfectly fine.
yeah,
which is
yeah,
why
I
you
mean-
can afford to fucking hire out a recording studio and pay
He's got one in his home, Jared. I'm
pay
sure of it.
respectable musicians to come and
Who
help
are
you
these
out.
respectable musicians? Because
I
I've
don't
lost
know.
my respect.
Well, I didn't see any of them in the video, which was probably at request.
Don't pan around. Don't fucking pan around.
I'm here, I'm playing for 10 minutes. and then
You've got
I'm
all
out
these
here.
guys in the background, their faces are all fucking pixelated out. Shit, I don't want to be involved in this.
Yeah. no.
Okay, well, do whatever you want, Dwayne, but I certainly won't
I
be
don't need to
fucking
listen to it.
partaking in any of this shit. Similar to some of your pictures, I think.
Yeah. Get back to the good old days. Remember when he did the song with Wyclef?
Oh,
And he was just repeating the, it doesn't matter that he was kind of doing in the wrestling ring at the time.
yeah.
I preferred that.
Didn't he do some rap, though?
Yeah. Face Off or something? He's had a crack at it.
All right, okay. Well, I guess he can't. He can actually fucking stick more than this. He previously has. All right,
Okay.
let's get off the rocks back. All right, let's jump into, and here's the trailer for 2007's Hatchet.
Once upon a time, there was a boy named Victor Crowley. Folks weren't too kind to Victor, so he stayed hidden in his dad's house, out in the bayou. One night, some mean children came to his house, and there was a bad fire. When his daddy chopped down the door to save him, he didn't know Victor was pressed against the other side. And poor Victor Crowley died. They say people disappear in those woods. And legend has it, if you get close enough to the old Crowley house at night, you can still hear Victor Crowley roaming in the woods, crying for his dad.
I want to go home. We're all gonna die.
Hatchet from 2007, written and directed by Adam Green, who wrote and directed Frozen. It's produced by Scott Altamere, who produced Extremities, Sarah Elbert, who produced Holliston, and Corey Neal, who produced The Shed. It stars Joel David Moore as Ben, Tamara Feldman as Mary Beth, Dion Richmond as Marcus, and Kane Hodder as Victor Crowley / Mr. Crowley. The budget was $1.5 million. The box office was $208,000 worldwide. When actor Joel David Moore vomits on screen, it is real. Director Adam Green did not want the actor spitting out fake vomit, like most movies do. So Moore managed to throw up on his own. For the first take, he was supplied with a mixture of cold clam chowder and orange juice for the second take. I'm not
Tell
quite
us how
sure.
he got around to the first take.
I'm not quite sure why we need to see people vomiting for real, but I guess getting practical. Getting practical on your on-screen vomit. All right, Jared, Hatchet. First in a series of pictures in this franchise. What was your take?
So I kind of recall when Hatchet was sort of on the vine and we were hearing about it and it was making its way here. I kind of, first time I saw it, I was a bit disappointed because I think I'd sort of put this idea in my head together of what I wanted Hatchet to be. I wanted another, iconic slasher that we could come back to for a series. And so I was a little bit let down, but over the years, I think I've come around to, I can enjoy it and have a bit of a laugh at the comedy and have a bit of fun with it while recognising that it's not quite up in the top bracket of things. I don't think it'd be the top of anyone's lists.
No.
Great slashers and things like that. It's obviously a love letter to the horror genre and Jason Voorhees and that sort of thing. But it's got a bit of a tonal clash in some ways. And I don't think it fully achieves what it was setting out to do, but I can still take it for what it is and have a bit of fun with it. So it's a 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. It's kind of sleazy. It's low budget, which I think actually is it creates some of the problems. Is the low budget. It's a love letter clearly to 80s slashers, Jared, and it has its moments, but it's also let down by some one-dimensional characters who are quite fucking irritating. dialogue is pretty fucking naff across the board. There's plenty of gore. And when we get to that part, it kind of delivers, but it does take quite some time to get there. It's not really one that I would return to. I gave it 2.
I've returned to it a few times.
I didn't hate it, but I was like you. I think I was sort of hoping for something like a new slasher. I think it kind of proves to people would argue that Jason becoming iconic and whatever was just luck. But this kind of proves that Jason, there's a look. There's a story. There's things that you needed in place.
Well, from parts 2 through 6 especially, I think you can see things about why he became as popular as he did.
Correct. Whereas they try to take that approach here, but it just doesn't work.
No.
In my opinion. All right. Straight out of the gate, they get bang for their buck for $1.5 million.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, they do. They squeeze every dollar they can. I would say, Jared, it's fairly well lensed, and they have put together a group of actors who, while not great actors, are passable.
Yeah,
on screen.
Yeah, I think mostly they do get some decent performers, and they also get people that you know to pop up in a few places.
Great idea to have Robert Englund, Kane Hodder, Tony Todd.
But I also think that, as you said, yeah, they squeeze every drop out of it, but you can come back to the budget probably being the reason why they weren't able to have any memorable sort of set pieces or anything like that. But all in all, $1.5 million at the time they made it is not a lot. So they've managed to do quite well with like the practical effects and everything like that they got for the money.
Correct. It's interesting, isn't it, to look at, like when you were making Friday the 13th in 80, you were making it for $500K. Now you're making this for $1.5 million 20 plus years later. And the same thing applies.
Yeah.
You're not getting, you needed more.
Yes.
To give it more punch. Yep. Gore effects, solid. Yeah, I was pretty happy with the gore. Yeah, look, some of it looks fucking cheesy as shit. But
it's supposed to.
Yeah,
it's clear that's what Adam Green's going for. Is
correct.
That.
And for what's delivered on screen, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and it's the over-the-top nature plays into allowing the practicals to be one of the strengths. Yeah. Because you're going to have the blood fucking geysering out of
You're also ripping things out of people regularly.
Yeah.
Hearts, lungs, fucking throats, ripping people's heads in half. They certainly don't sort of skimp on that.
Yeah.
Which is definitely what you needed.
Yes.
Definitely what you needed.
You've sort of mentioned it already, but, the likes of Englund slumming it and Tony Todd popping up for 10 seconds.
I mean, I laugh at the Tony Todd one.
That's
my personal favourite.
And Englund, even in the short stretch that he's on there, he brings a bit of class to the proceedings.
And that death at the start is pretty good.
It is.
Him and his son, they kind of do the whole sort of like bait and switch. The alligator jumps up at them,
yes,
and all that kind of stuff. And then after going for a piss, the son comes back to find fucking Englund ripped into fucking pieces and some.
So it's not like. Even though they were only in there briefly, I'm still all for taking that approach with it. And it's that type of movie that sort of thing is going to work for. We've got Jason, Freddy and the Candyman all in one movie.
And us fucking, super fans and shit of this stuff, we glob onto that.
Yeah, exactly. I was also happy to see Mercedes McNabb being an old Buffy fan. Having her in the mix was fun as well. And she delivers quite a performance where you get a few giggles out of some of the shit she's coming out with. So yeah, that was one of the pluses.
Tony Todd. I just love the way he tells the story about why he stopped doing them.
Yeah.
And he's doing it in hushed tones, and you think it's going to be about how they ran into someone out there and someone died. And he just fucking pipes up with, The guy tripped, hit his head, and tried to sue me.
Yeah, he sued me for negligence.
And then just fucking closed the door and fucking, that's it.
Yeah.
But again, there's something about that shit
Yes.
that I think you see them for a second and you point them out.
Yeah.
And I think that that's important in this type of film. You know, like,
definitely.
especially with the budget you've got.
Might be my favourite cameo. John Carl Beekler.
Cracking G-board and bringing
Jack Cracker or whatever. I can't even remember. But
Christ. He's in it for like 2 seconds,
Yeah.
but of course he's drinking from a fucking hospital piss bucket.
But when the guy says, "Oh, don't worry about him," he just drinks his own piss, and you kind of sitting there going, "Oh, hang on, he's trying to give you a bit of information. He looks quite normal." And then when the guy fucks off and Beekler goes, and then swigs and starts going, I got a big laugh out
I
of that.
got to laugh at that
Get
too.
a big laugh
And
out
I believe it comes back in the sequel.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think so,
saying it.
yeah.
He's fucking
But-
drinking piss again.
But that was that's another one where
Absolutely no reason. Either.
yeah,
That's
but
what I
it's
love
another
about
one where you know that's a bit of a deep cut,
it. Yeah.
and that people that know who he is will get a bit of a buzz out of that. But then
Yeah.
you tack on what I thought was I mean, I know it's fucking low end, it's low hanging fruit, but I fucking laughed.
I laughed, yeah, I laughed. But you know what? That wouldn't get fucking through past the censors these days.
Of course not.
Drinking someone's piss. We might all start drinking our own piss then.
It's just your standard episode of Alone, isn't it?
Well, it's a night out with fucking Tom
rambling.
Carney. Fucking hell. Yeah. Jesus, Jared.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
No one in Alone has fucking stooped to drinking their own piss that I've seen.
Not on
Unless
camera.
it's
I'm sure they have.
I guess I probably twigged when one of these blokes was fucking rambling on about something. He's definitely drunk his piss too many times.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I mean, that's one of the early steps. I haven't even started talking double Dutch for the time I've started drinking beer, so then it just continues.
Seriously, I'm on the fucking blower going, I've started drinking my piss. I'm fucking 4 hours in. I couldn't find a water source.
Yeah, it gets to you pretty quickly. Yeah. I actually think one of the big pluses is the swamp setting.
I do like that. I
think
feel
it's
like it has its negatives.
Well,
I'll get to that. But
what I would say is, like, it's a great location and it has some really nice sort of shots and things that you can use. It's probably underused, but it's a really cool place to
yes.
establish this.
Well, also, it's if you go far enough out into the swamp, you can't get back.
Yeah, that's right.
Right,
So
so
it
you're
provides
trapped.
that. It provides the darkness. It provides.
Yes.
It's just a bit of a different look to like the standard forest kind of.
Yes. I appreciate
Water.
the fact that it's slightly different. And it does kind of lend itself to what they're doing.
Yes,
The
I
whole,
was
like-
definitely looking for a little more from Crowley in the swamp
Yeah.
and the way that they use it. But all in all, I'm happy that it was sort of something a little different in that regard.
Because I didn't mind the idea of being on like a fucking tour.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's the whole sort of haunted tours or whatever, you know, like that type of thing. I kind of thought that was not a bad idea.
yep,
It does not fully realised. I think that's the issue. And the same goes with the swamp. But you're correct. It's a very nice way to do it, to break up the monotony of like, well, we're at a campground or we're at a fucking,
yeah,
you know, somewhere out in the forest or we're, you know,
yeah.
in Madman Mars's place.
It provides similar things, but in some ways, I think there's other bits that you could have used. You know, like they've been there in Friday the 13th. There's a danger of fucking alligators and shit like that. That there's other things in there that can cause a bit of
Can
chaos.
get you, yeah.
But they didn't quite use it as well as I would have hoped. But
I thought the backstory about Victor, well, not as cool as like your Jasons and that, and it is kind of cheesy, I guess you would say, or cliched, but it's actually in keeping with that whole 80s kind of lore. It's got a little bit of Jason, it's got a little bit of Madman.
yes,
It's got this kind of shit in there.
Yeah.
That I think if you're a slasher fan, you will kind of appreciate that.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's one of the stronger bits of the movie, especially the way it looks. Tinge it with it, the colours, a bit more colour than what you see in the rest of the film, and the touches of the old style sort of truck that he's driving.
Yes.
I liked all that. I liked it.
It does have big Jason kind of.
100%.
Stealings. It steals a fair bit from Jason.
But good enough to probably stand on its own as a Jason knockoff.
Yeah, absolutely. Not too much. It hasn't ripped off too much. When he finally attacks for the first time, he cuts the old couple up.
Yeah.
He rips the woman's head in half. Fucking by hand.
Yes.
And chops the old mate into like a third. And chops him.
Yeah.
And just tosses his fucking top half of him away.
Yeah.
It's nasty. There's a little bit of mean-spiritedness to some of it.
Yes.
Which is not what you got from like Jason.
Yeah, I think it's just... it's just so ridiculously over the top that you kind of get a bit of that by extension, I suppose, because I think Green has focused on, all right, let's do hefty practicals, and he's really going to go to town.
Yeah.
So like you said, the way that comes out it can be a bit on that nasty side.
But you know what? I didn't have an issue with it. Like, it's not like something like Terrifier.
No.
That I find is just fucking mean-spirited for the sake of being mean-spirited.
Yeah.
I think that this kind of somewhat crosses a little bit into that just by probably the time frame, 07. But, to add to that one, he twists the porno filmmaker's fucking head around, which is very neatly done. Like, it's a very neat little gag, and it works out really nicely. So I really like that as well.
Yep. I'm going to go in the positives of the actual Victor Crowley design. When you sort of see him towards the back end of the film, although I've got a couple of minor things to say about, his arms and the upper body kind of look like when someone gets like a superhero costume and stuffs it with paper. So it's all kind of bulgy and shit. It looks a little bit like that, a little bit top heavy. I don't know how Hodder was able to stay upright. But
yes.
I don't mind, the again, very Jason inspired, the overall design, the wound on the face and that sort of thing.
I could have done with a mask.
Yeah.
I could have done with a mask. And I didn't hate it.
But the mask would have just added a little too much weight, and that's when he would have toppled over. I think that's what was happening.
If I can put his mask on, they're just gone collapsed.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It was a weird... Yeah, I kind of felt like I was in middle ground, probably aiming more towards negative.
Okay,
I don't know why.
I wasn't too... I'm not saying I'm through the roof with excitement about it, but I would say it's more towards... I liked it more than I had issue with it, I guess. I liked it in the sense of it's another practical effect that I think held up reasonably well.
Yeah, absolutely. Nothing wrong with the effects at all.
Yeah.
I thought it was effectively... It looked grotesque, and he looked...
Where's Crowley getting a mask from? He could have pinched that one off the guy in the street at the Mardi Gras, that fucking weird-looking thing.
Hell no. What he could have done is he found one of Beekler's empty fucking piss bottles and cut it open and fashioned something around his own melons.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. I got a fucking gator skin.
Now you're onto something. There you go.
That would have been interesting.
That could have been cool.
A gator skin
mask.
No, well,
Look like one of Karl Malone's shoes.
My gators. Oh, fucking Jesus. I only had one last for me. I kind of got I like the ironic sort of thing of Victor gets kind of set on fire towards the end, and then you're expecting him kind of to burn, because I thought that's where we were going to end.
Yes.
And then the fucking rain suddenly comes and just fucking puts him out.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. It was kind of ironic. It was just kind of something different. It just kind of took a bit of a laugh at
putting
things.
it in that kind of location where, and that had already established that
rained all the fucking time.
Started pissing down rain earlier in the movie.
So I was all right with that.
Yeah, that was okay. That was fine by me. My favourite line in the movie It was just like a throwaway, but fuck, I laughed when Ben and Marcus, like Marcus does the good friend thing, and he's like, "Oh fuck, I guess I better tag along."
Yeah.
And then they're talking about the tour, and Ben's like, "You're going to be so psyched." And Marcus goes, "I'd rather skin my own dick." And he just keeps walking. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
I'd forgotten all about it.
Yeah, got a laugh out of
So
that.
I
Definitely
did
got
get a
laugh
good laugh out of that one. There's something about that kind of thing with Marcus that I'll get onto afterwards. I don't think. Anyway, I'll talk about it when we talk about how the sort of characters end up amongst each other.
Yep. Any other likes for you?
No, that was it.
That was it. All right, dislikes. Now, I'm going to start with Victor Crowley's look. I appreciated the understanding that he was deformed, that he had the cut on his face. I'm not really a fan of overalls. I'm not an overalls guy. The minimum, put a shirt on under it.
Okay.
But
you're in the swamp.
I know.
You got to breathe.
I know. Look, wear some Under Armour or something like that.
Some sweat wicking.
Some sweat wicking, moisture wicking, because there's fucking moisture everywhere. I didn't dig the long hair. He kind of fucking looked a bit like a deformed 80s rocker. He had fucking hair just dangling out. But I think the thing that shat me, and it might be because of Madman, but he's constant roaring like a fucking dinosaur every time he fucking appeared.
Yeah,
I just got Madman vibes. I was just like, oh, fuck me.
Yes.
And look, don't get me wrong, different setup because Madman was stalking people and going,
yeah.
Crowley wasn't doing that. He was just like a blunt instrument. He just fucking come out of nowhere.
We didn't hear much of sort of curious Crowley like we did with Matt.
Titties. I better head back home. Not tonight.
Curious Madman Mars. This shits me more than just about anything in any slasher film.
Honest to goodness. Honest to goodness. Fuck me, that movie sucked. Fucking hell.
Not my favourite.
You know what though? It actually echoes Madman Mars quite a bit.
Yeah, there is a lot of hints of...
the overalls.
Yeah.
The fucking axe to the head.
Yeah.
That he then shakes off.
Yeah.
Which I know we all do when we get fucking axe in the face. Fucking shake that off. That's not going to hurt. Yeah, I think that was my problem with it. Might have been because of Madman Mars.
You know what I got? The roaring. When he started roaring, I couldn't stop. The roaring and the look combined, I just kept getting flashbacks of Rawhead Rex.
Another fucking classic piece of cinema. We're very unhappy
As far
with.
as I know, that's just recently got a 4K release and better start sniffing around that.
What? How could there be that many people wanting such a thing? Now, my biggest problem with the film is dialogue. It doesn't ring true much. The stuff between the buddies when they're talking to each other at the start. Remember when they're at Mardi Gras?
Yeah.
It feels so fucking sort of like awkward almost. I don't know if there's a little bit of like improv in there, maybe. I don't know. But it felt really awkward, and then they awkwardly squeeze in the fact that, you know, he's just broken up with his girlfriend, which means absolutely nothing.
No.
In the movie's context.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Like, there's no fucking...
None of it.
Like, don't even bother.
Yeah.
Like, there was no reason. Like, just... Joel David Moore's a nice guy. That's it. You know, he's our guy.
I'll tell you what Joel David Moore is. He's fucking tough hang in this movie.
He's a tough hang. Yeah. He's a fucking dill.
He is.
And when he tries to crack onto the bird, I know they were going for comedy.
Yeah.
But it was like... If like you would get thrown off the bus,
yeah,
like,
it's
you
a
just
tough balance,
get
right?
out.
Because you don't want the audience being the ones going, "Oh, would you fucking go away?"
Yes,
that's where I got to with him.
because he's trying to, like, I know they're trying to go with he's awkward and he's reeling from a breakup and what have you, but it doesn't work.
No.
Those two have no chemistry. None.
No.
Zero.
No, none at all. I mean, there's probably a few things leading up to this, but all in all, one of my biggest dislikes is, like, it tied into that. We spend so much time with those characters, but none of them are really sort of defined into their roles, considering how much time we spent with them. Like, okay, I get it. We got some fodder, we got some fucking cardboard characters to cut through, but we spend a lot of time with these guys. As you said, like, it's almost an hour before Victor starts cutting people up. And even then, we get to kind of right up to the end, there's still 3 or 4 people hanging around.
Yeah.
So we don't really get... So Mary Beth, for example, she's clearly positioned in this final girl role, but we get nothing other than she's there to turn up to chase up England in the sun. Oh yeah, I got to find my dad and my brother, but we don't really get anything about her. I actually think when we're talking about Marcus and Ben, I would have preferred Marcus hang around, because Ben was a fucking tough hang.
Exactly.
I had enough of the
Marcus at least was like a guy that you'd kind of, well, I mean, he didn't have much arc either, but at least you kind of knew. Well, he's the party guy.
Yeah, but he was a bit loose. He was kind of fun.
Having fun. He was sort of, he was in the moment.
Another laugh when they were on the bus and the girl starts scratching recently after he's talking about it getting crabs, and he kind of looks at me and goes, oh.
Yeah. But, you know your movie's in trouble when fucking Jack Cracker's the fucking most
compelling
character. He drinks his own urine.
And by the same token, so I just felt like none of those characters had any definition. I mean, honestly, the Bayou Beavers girls or whatever were the closest to, right, we know what they're here for and what's going to happen with them. Like,
and you find out that the pornographic guy was just a fucking sleazy old man who was telling him that he was...
So here's my problem with him in particular is, at that point in the movie, we're heading down Piranha 3D territory.
Yeah.
And so when I'm looking at that, I'm like, oh, you're over the top, you're going for the comedy. That movie has basically that same guy, but it's Jerry O'Connell, and every time Jerry O'Connell's on screen in Piranha, I'm laughing about it.
Exactly.
This guy was just kind of there. He was...
Yes.
So,
but also, what was the point of showing that he was a sleazy guy either? Like, I feel like he wasn't actually making the fucking Bayou Beavers series or anything. He was just some sleazy guy who'd fucking put it together.
Yeah, of course. So that's what he was there for, but
you didn't need any of that.
But like, I mean, if you're gonna go with that, even if he is, I mean, if he's acting like Jerry O'Connell, that makes even more sense.
Yeah, exactly.
When they find his wallet, they're like, "Oh, this guy wasn't that at all."
Yes.
Like,
there was some head scratching sort of choices. Like it, and this is where I come back to the dialogue. Not much of it fucking sits very well.
Yeah,
because these characters aren't characters. They're just fucking people who are there.
Yeah, that's right. So it's kind of dialogue, character. I guess it all continuing on. This is all wrapped up together. My next one is that, like, there's a real kind of clash in tones. Like, we start with, I mean, I would say that right up until the Crowley backstory, it's basically trying to be a comedy.
Yeah.
We're essentially a comedy until we get the Crowley backstory. Then the Crowley backstory is tragic to the point where I was kind of watching it going, and it was bringing up all these things for me like, gee, it's very fucking problematic that we're making a disabled person such a monster in the fucking Jason series, and in this one in particular, the way they portray that backstory, I would say it's because it's very well done.
Yeah.
That you're kind of sitting there thinking about it, and you're like, it's actually really sad what's happened to Victor, especially Andy's dad. And then we come back to it, and it's basically like, it's fucking over the top gore and violence. But the comedy even takes a little bit of a backward step.
Yes, it does.
When the gore and violence, the way that it's portrayed, would probably have just benefited from just continuing with that comedic tone. But
It's almost like there's small vignettes.
Yeah,
Like, you
in a
got
way.
30 minutes of like comedic stuff.
The style of it is very, like, it actually clashes.
Yeah.
Like, I felt the comedic start and the backstory really kind of butted up against each other.
Yeah,
me.
I would agree with that.
That might be just my feeling on watching it, but that's where I was at with it.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Just didn't quite. We've got an 80-minute runtime, Jared, too. This is where I struggled.
Yeah.
We've got an 80 to 85-minute runtime, and we're spending so much time on these characters, and we don't make use of Crowley's murderous ways. We don't really pick them off.
No, we don't.
We just get to the 60-minute mark, and then Crowley just bursts out and fucking kills them.
Yeah, yeah.
In big gobjules.
And I mean, you look at that, you get the backstory and it fits in a more serious film, I reckon. It's fucking sad. You've got a guy who's become a fucking urban legend for killing his son or whatever, and then you look at the real backstory and you're like, he was a fucking great father, looking out for his kid, accidentally killed him, and then fucking, was wallowing in that for the rest of his days.
Yeah.
It's fucking really sad.
Yes.
But then when we get back to Victor, as you said, we're back to that tonal. Victor's not scary.
No.
He just turns up and goes to fucking town. He just, yeah.
But it's like 5 minutes of gore.
Yeah.
And then Victor disappears, and then 5 minutes more of gore. Like the last 25 minutes are just full of these little bite-sized pieces of where it's almost
There's
like
parts where he just pops up and kills someone, and then the running away is basically them just getting to another location, then stopping and being like, well,
it's almost like
Victor.
it feels a little bit like, well, we only had Beekler and his team for fucking this long.
Mm.
And so we had to back end it all.
But I mean, you also don't get the best of what Kane Hodder did as Jason. I mean, some of the most memorable stuff as Hodder of Jason is just when he pops into view and the big fucking breathing and then he's walking towards it. Or, like, you don't get any of it here. You don't get any of Crowley off in the distance.
No.
In shadow, and then fucking, them fucking hiding from him and seeing him walk past. Or, like, you never get any of those senses of...
Where was the idea of, like, Crowley stalking us slowly in the background? Then we hear about his backstory and we're fucking freaked out. And then suddenly he pops into fray and he slowly picks off a few people, I need to go and take a piss.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was missing, because, as you said, I think it's very deliberate that Adam Green sort of presented him and, he shows up and you're fucked.
Yeah.
But that doesn't necessarily work for the whole... Like, if you do that every time, it doesn't really work. And so I think the way that Crowley was presented, she's saying, we're in Crowley's woods or whatever, that's where you need a little bit of that. I mean, he can still, when he gets a hold of you, you are in some shit. But I think we needed a little bit of, like you said, we've spotted him in the background, or we get a shot where they're leaving somewhere and we get the over the shoulder, Crowley's been watching them, or like...
Well, we're filming fucking skin movies. Like, you could have had them going back through the footage and fucking seeing him there.
Yeah, something like that. I think that's a little bit what was lacking.
What you said about Kane Hodder as Jason is one of the problems with the prosthetics.
Yeah.
It's so fucking big and bulky, there's not a lot of room to perform. Like, it's just a big lump of fucking prosthetics on top of him that there's not much performance there. He just kind of bursts in, kills everything, and then leaves.
Yeah.
There's no room for the head tilt or the fucking heavy breathing or the menacing walk.
No.
There's just none of that. And I'm not saying you need to do that. You've got to differentiate, but still, there's so much fucking prosthetics on him.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a significant amount.
Yep.
Much more than he ever wore as Jason. Look, some would say in Seven, obviously, he wore a lot of prosthetics, but he still looked like a human being.
Yeah.
In that. So, yeah, I think that was one of the negatives of the prosthetics.
Mm. I've already mentioned this when I was talking about, like, the characters sort of getting their places as a whole. I reckon Marcus should have been the guy that you're following at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I think basically Marcus for the whole runtime comes across as the more likeable of the two, but also he comes in, to me, it was an opportunity to play with the conventions a little
Correct.
bit. Like, oh, we always follow the fucking whiny bloke that's just, chasing the girl or whatever, but it's actually this guy.
I don't even like to drink. What the fuck? You're at Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
You should be a fucking wino.
But when you look at it, it's actually like Ben's kind of being selfish the whole time. Oh, all right, I can deal with, I don't want to drink. All right, cool. But then he's like, oh, I want to go on this tour. I've heard it's really good. Everyone else is like, no, come on. Marcus is the one dude that's like, fuck, all right, I'll do it. Then they get stuck in the shit, but Marcus is still the one that's making the selfless decisions while Ben's being a pain in the ass.
Yes.
So I was kind of, I don't know, I was just fuck.
And again, we only follow him because he fucking hooks himself to Mary Beth.
Correct.
That's the only fucking reason why he's left at the end. Because
and as you said, she had no reason to be fucking around the guy. Early on, she could not be less interested in being in the vicinity. She had one goal to get there, and then it was like, oh, we're stuck because we're off the boat. But then they just become sort of attached after that.
Yeah, I would agree. I think you could have repositioned Marcus about halfway through. Suddenly Marcus steps to the fore. Everyone's in the shit. So Marcus steps forward and starts.
Because he does a bit of that anyway.
Yep. Okay, we do this, we do that.
And I actually think doing that then strengthens the whole, I get it. You put the brother at the front to fucking check out that stuff, I reckon, then makes more sense. And again, that would have
also had some...
Because when he's saying that and making fun of that, I kind of would have liked that to be the shift. Well, all right, you're going to put me at the front. I'm going to take that role. And
yes. I think they really missed a trick there. They've really fucked that up because
the actor for Ben is a guy that I quite like.
Yeah.
I think he's fine, but the character is just
shocking. The party on Bourbon Street?
Not happy with it?
Well, Mardi Gras does not look like it's fucking crack-a-lackin'. It looks like it's about 25 people.
Yeah, but it looks like it's the morning. So it's the 25 hardest party people.
I know. But they'd all be like in that kind of fucking fentanyl, hunched over type of thing. Right.
Actually, no, it's probably based on where we get to. It's probably the afternoon, mid-afternoon. It's a day sesh. It should be pumping.
Day sesh? We'd be down at we'd be drinking fruitages down at the Perth fucking wine bar.
Exactly.
It was.
A couple of fruitages, a couple of seltzers.
Yeah, a couple of seltzers. Then home to bed by 8:30. Because my body
but
can't take this.
I'd be in a state by the time I got to bed.
Oh, yeah. I'd be fucking talking out of my ass per usual.
Yeah.
But, I didn't look like it was pumping.
After 5 or 6 fruitages, I'd be talking like a bloke who's been on a loan for 3 months.
I've been in the woods for 66 days. No, you haven't.
People around the table would be like, what's this guy on about? What's he talking about? Yeah. He's fucking rambling.
It destroys you psychologically. I'm talking fucking 1,000-yard stare going. I'll be like...
Yeah. The only thing that snapped me back into reality is when anyone goes, another fruitage. Yeah, fuck, I'll have one of them.
Hey, that was one of the 10 things I brought with me.
Yeah.
10 items. For no reason whatsoever, there's a woman vomiting out the front of the House of Voodoo, which I was fucking wondering what was going on.
Yeah, but that's the real Bourbon Street, isn't it? That's probably the most realistic part of it all.
So it would seem that you're supposed to do that properly.
Yeah.
Under Adam Green's tutelage.
Yep. But, did she have to? Didn't look real.
No, it didn't look real. Surely that's cold clam chowder, that one. When he kills the old man... Ted said the bloke's fucking 6 foot wide.
Yeah. He said he cut him in a third, and it was like, it was the width of a standard person. Like, there's a bit extra on there.
Don't get me wrong. I understand that's how you do this shit practically.
Yeah.
But some better angles. We can see the front on.
That one did really.
Should have done it on the side.
That one did give it. That's like the magician sort of cutting the box without the fucking sheet over the top and stuff.
That's fucking Carl Weathers' arm tucked behind his back.
Yeah. Yes, you are correct. I'll go with you on that one.
Yeah.
And the old couple were the most foddery characters. I mean, they were literally just there.
Well, this is the
But
thing, Jack.
you got a couple of good actors in those two roles.
Yeah, I mean, one of them played Juice Bigelow's dad.
Isn't he the bloke in Office Space that was making jump to conclusions?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. Fucking hell. Yeah. Look, when you say fodder, you need to kill them off in like every. I mean, the fucking the standard. If you're doing a homage to a slasher movie from the 80s, the standard is a kill every 15 minutes.
Yeah, but you also with the way that Crowley was killing people, I think that the way that Shapiro got done was something I sort of appreciated, but that came after they got killed, didn't it?
Yes.
I reckon that should have come before.
Yeah.
Because that's how you throw a character like that in the mix before the other characters know they're in the shit.
Correct.
So you could have done that with like Shapiro, but another one or two.
Yeah, Shapiro comes after the old couple.
Before we start really
so we've
believing
run off,
we're in
we've fucking
trouble.
run off because we've seen Crowley and he's chopped a 6 foot guy in half. 6 foot wide guy in half. But then Shapiro has his head fucking twisted around maybe 10 minutes later. And it's like, well, why didn't you do that first? Like early. We don't know where Shapiro is.
Before people are actually like, there is a danger. That's where you can get some of those scenarios of.
But this is the thing, Jared. You know that you can fall back on Gators took him. Like, we don't know fucking Victor Crowley murdered him.
Yeah, exactly.
We know that he hasn't come back and he's in the fucking swamps, which is teeming with fucking gators.
But that's right. But then as soon as you see old mate in the overalls rip someone's head in half, it's on. It's basically on from there.
Wear a shirt. I can tell you now.
I mean, a work shirt. Heavy duty.
Oh, a flannel.
It'll survive
a fucking flannel. You should look like Jason in part 2.
It'll survive the trials of the fucking swamp. Get yourself
Will it though? I mean, you got to take your clothes off and every night you would have to fucking hang them over the fire.
Man, he's not taking his clothes. He hasn't washed his clothes since Dad died. Basically.
You know. Fuck. You need to or you get rot.
Washing clothes.
In all different places.
I know.
That's what they tell me about when you're alone on fucking in Vancouver Island.
But Jason and Victor Crowley don't give a shit about rot.
I mean,
that's
so
a minor concern for them. Yeah.
His fucking scrotum's gone.
Jason's missing large chunks of flesh. He doesn't care about a little bit of rot.
Yeah, but back in 2 he would have. He looked like he'd been showering.
Adam, you saw the man's toilet. He doesn't fucking wash his clothes.
Yeah, I noticed there was a magazine next to it.
Washing clothes for these blokes is when they fucking stumble into the swamp or the lake.
Fall into the lake.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just had a shower. He tells Mum when he comes back to the fucking shack that he's living in.
Which is why I don't understand why in Friday the 13th movies there's not kind of more of like the old...
What's that smell?
What's that? Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that smells like a dead person.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
That should be the tell. That's how you get away from these guys.
Well, let me tell you something, Jared. When you're fucking trying to ring a woman from a payphone, you would think that you might want to look inconspicuous.
She'd have smelt him from there.
Fuck. Oh, my God. Is there a guy out there at that payphone?
Yeah.
You want to be incognito, Jared.
Yeah.
So you have a shower, you comb your fucking hair,
Yeah.
and you know, when someone knocks on the door and says, I need to use the phone, you go, I'll be done in a minute.
No, that's where...
How do I work this
I always
thing?
wondered whether Jason surely had the sack on in the street while he was making the call, didn't he? That's what I'm led to believe.
Yeah, maybe.
You're telling me he brushed his hair. Come on.
He brushed his hair.
What did he brush his hair with?
I don't know. Just his hands. Spat in his hands.
The man doesn't wipe his ass. He fucking doesn't own a hairbrush.
But you know, someone saw him in the fucking making calls.
Remake Jason might have. He seemed to have a fascination with trinkets, didn't he?
He loved trinkets and was also fucking seemingly firing up a generator.
He's the most capable Jason. I mean, you could employ him to do a gig somewhere as long as it didn't involve other people.
You could say,
You fix the lights out here.
Have you got your fucking Sparky's ticket? Because fuck, he could, monosyllabically fucking grunt about, yes, I've got a ticket.
Yeah. Rambo could have fucking employed him to dig some tunnels.
I think Rambo was living under using Jason's tunnels for fucking the remake. All right, sorry, I've got to go. I've got one last thing. Victor's death is a bit anticlimactic.
Yeah,
he kind of falls on a fucking. What does he fall on? Like
it's the pole
iron spike through the neck.
The fence spike that he's fucking ripped off, and he's got it in fucking Ben's foot.
Yeah, that's right.
He's leaning it forward.
Yeah.
Victor just runs straight. It's like a game of run it straight with a pole. He didn't fucking sidestep whatsoever.
Have you seen that shit?
Yeah.
What does the fucking world come to?
Every time I watch that and that and Power Slap, I'm like, it is fucking idiocracy. We are getting there. Fucking unbelievable.
Power Slap's even fucking stupid.
Or is it just natural selection?
I don't know. But yeah, Victor runs into a fucking pole.
Yeah.
And dies pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't die, but he dies for the purposes of this.
Yeah.
And it just feels a bit like weak.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like I was a little bit down on that myself.
I mean, it comes back 2 minutes later.
Oh, of course. I actually had a dislike with where he comes back.
Yeah.
Because that's where they used the swamp well. They set it up just like the end of the original Friday.
Yeah.
The music's similar.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, well, you're either going to give us the beat for beat, play the hits, or you're going to put a twist on it. He kind of does both. But when Victor comes out of the water, you don't even see him.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, well, that's where you got to do the slow-mo Jason, the arm over the top, and it would have been fucking awesome because it's Kane Hodder as well. Like, it would have had a real...
Would have had a kick.
She just kind of gets dragged unseen into the water. So when you get the part with the arm coming out, which I think is actually a nice way to twist it, I just felt like...
Why didn't we just, Jared?
Why didn't we just play it exactly like Jason did, and then everything else in the scene is just exactly as it is? And that's an ending that I'm really pleased with.
Yeah. Yeah, I was disappointed in. Because I think he's a character that we've been sort of shown as meant to be like fucking superhuman, and we need to really hit him hard.
Yeah.
But I just felt like it was a little bit sort of blah. Now, I haven't seen the sequel in a little while, so I was kind of hoping I'd get to watch that before we got here to record, but I was not able to.
Yeah, I'll be
partaking.
I'm going to do the rest of the series again.
I think the only one I haven't been able to find is 3.
Yeah, I've watched all of them recently. Did require.
I think 3 has like Danielle Harris.
Yeah. So 1 through 3 are a bit like Friday, the early Fridays, where they all string straight into each other.
Right. Okay. 4,
yeah, I recall
which is
them
Victor Crowley. I think there's
it's called Victor Crowley. I recall them being reasonably consistent. Like you're getting a similar look feel to all of them. I think the first one was the one that I enjoyed the most, but the other ones, I recall correctly, I think I gave them all a similar sort of middle tier score.
Middle tier score. The third one is the only one not directed by Adam Green, I believe. He may have.
He definitely directed Victor Crowley.
He did. I think the budget's got less. That was the problem.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough fucking restriction to work with.
Yeah, because it's hard. You can squeeze every dollar and you can get everything you can out of it. But when it doesn't perform, then you're going to be getting the sequel's probably going to be getting less.
Yeah. Hatchet 3 is directed by B.J. McDonnell.
B.J. McDonnell, long career directing pictures.
He directed that Foo Fighters one, Studio 666.
Oh, okay.
Appears to have directed something for Slayer as well, but outside of that
He's done nothing.
camera operator for 43 films, including one of your favourites, The Fall Guy.
Oh, okay.
Some Marvel stuff.
So he likes to operate camera.
Mm.
Righto. What was the budget on 3? Just slip down into that because I'll bet you it was less than $1.5 million.
Oh, good question. That's going to be a tough one to find. Let me see.
Because I think you'll find the second one was like $1 million.
So Hatchet. So you're saying 1.5 for the first one.
1.5 for the first one.
Hatchet 2.
Budget for Hatchet 3, according to this, 1.16 million.
1.16 million. Hatchet 2 says, this is on IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
It says budget 7.8 million.
Fucking hell. Couldn't
Which
be.
doesn't seem right.
Now, Victor Crowley.
Unless that was based on the first one, getting some.
Victor Crowley cost $400,000, according to this, which seems to be quite low, very low, considering they allegedly spent $7 million on the second one. Jesus Christ.
I'm wondering. That doesn't seem right.
That doesn't sit right with me. All right, well, that was Hatchet. You can find us on iTunes, Spotify, Podomatic, and wherever else you get your podcasts. Send us an email at thrillme@iinet.net.au. We're on Facebook at Thrill Me Podcast Australia, Instagram at Thrill Me Podcast AU, and Podomatic at thrillme.podomatic.com. Rate and review us wherever you find us. Keep an eye on the Facebook page to see what we cover next. But until then, take it easy, everyone, and we'll catch you later. Cheers. Find the podcast at Podomatic or on iTunes. Don't forget to rate and review. Like us on Facebook at Thrill Me Podcast Australia or contact us at thrillme, all one word, all lowercase, at iinet.net.au.